Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Terra Odyssey. How is everybody? Well, we are moving up on a fantastic and wonderful new moon. Now, something about this new moon that's so special is things that we've been tabling and been like sort of just daydreaming about, we can really get this stuff done. We can really make this happen. We can really be able to like explode onto this motivated kind of terrain. Because new moon in Taurus, this is happening on the 7th. It's that things may be changing and a lot is happening, but it's important still to slow down and ground our energy so we can pause and rest and recharge and really center into what it is that's going to fill this cup and make us feel great and not devour us in just meaningless activity, like busy silliness. But it's really the luckiest new moon of 2024. We can experience a change in new career paths, finances. We feel utterly focused on living in alignment. And we have this kind of personal value system where I am not going to let somebody tread on that boundary. I am not going to let somebody put junk in this giant cup of love and passion and creativity. And I really am paying attention to what's what and what's being said, and I can feel that energy, and just being charged by the good stuff and just disavowing any of that negativity. It's like that shield is up. I don't want to hear that, because you're setting this really enriching foundation for intentions, welcoming abundance, your energy to refocus, passions, hobbies, and really get things done. I know yesterday it only took me about 30 seconds to decide to put on my kimono, get on a train, and go to the bead warehouse, because I had all these design ideas and colors, and I was like, I'm going. And it was literally like, I am not going to give myself time to talk myself out of this, not through anything thinking of, you know how sometimes when we want to go somewhere, we'll convince ourselves the hardships and talk ourselves out of it, like the gym. Oh, there'll be people there dropping weights. Oh, there'll be traffic, blah, blah, blah. This is convincing yourself why you can do it and why you should move in that direction. And setting intentions has a huge amount to do with it, and also visualizing it. And then click, our brain is like, oh, I thought of that and I placed myself doing that and there was no harm and I actually succeeded. So let's really do this. Commence. Really kicking off these manifestations. Going with the flow, getting rid of rigid structures, like it has to be this way, and not freaking out if all our expectations aren't being met, right? Like it should be this 10 out of 10. And you know what? Sometimes a 6 out of 10 is okay. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. The fact that we're trying and doing is much more than not doing anything, because we're procrastinating, because we were so fixated on what has to be that expectation and it being met. So it's like, getting rid of that structure and embracing something new and allowing yourself to be led by your passions rather than trying to control everything. And of course that will feel uncomfortable, because a lot of people do really feel like they need control. But again, that is just, it's almost like a phantom control, isn't it? It's like you're just doing things in a rigid way because it makes you feel like it's your way and it's the right way, when there's all kinds of ways. And we'll, slowly just integrate those in and feel good about, oh, I now have more flexibility. And that's a really good feeling for you. And when we have this, we are also, we are the master of our domain, but we're also very nurturing to those around us. As we're learning, we're sharing, as we're having, we're giving, all of this. I feel the next few months can be so productive if you just put in a little bit of work. Your wildest dreams, they're really plausible right now. We do need to stay realistic and consistent. And when we do that, anything is possible. I know the number one switch for me definitely is just sitting there and thinking about what it would look like. How would I feel if I moved in this direction and accomplished this? So that gorgeous visualization clicks in the brain going, oh yeah, see, if you can conceive it, you can achieve it. So let's go do this. But also, how would I walk and feel and talk and operate in this world if I had these things? If I created whatever, if I published this book, if I did this, that sense of worthiness and accomplishment that we want to do, knowing that if we set our mind to something, we can absolutely do this. And I feel like by living in the present and tuning into our physical senses and embracing our vulnerable side too, and making decisions based on our desires, our beliefs, and our own beautiful healing journeys, we are able to do this. We really are. But again, I always ask myself, am I feeling this, seeing this, hearing this, tasting this? Am I here 100%? Like, I no longer drink an entire cup of coffee and go, oh, did I just drink coffee? Like, I savor it, I taste it. And because it's one of our senses. And when we're present, we sense that. Oh, I do this trick now too when I go to the park and I'm biking. I say, how many different breeds of dogs did you see? How many babies in strollers did you see? What kind of birds did you see? And it just brings everything to life and like technicolor, because I'm really looking. I'm looking for these things. So I was seeing things. I noticed every kite that was caught in every tree. It was really wild. And I thought, I normally don't even look up at that area or those trees. And now you drink it all in and you get the nectar of life because you're truly, truly there. And that is beautiful. And it encompasses all of this. And you're like, wow, ta-da, I am really here. I'm really alive and my senses are fine tuning. It's really a nice feeling. So my beauties, that is what you're meant to hear today. I hope you all have a great day. Love and light.